What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a hump day edition of Morning Scone, presented by Barack. And guess what, Drew? Today is the 1 year anniversary of Morning Scone. Can you believe it? Wow. Okay. Yep, yes indeed. Episode 365, Drew, we made it. High five. Elevator. We made it. We made it a full year of Morning Scone. Yay. How about that? Wow. Wow is right. Bless you. Hey, Trivia Carter, good morning. Trivia was first on the anniversary edition of Morning Scone. Wow. Wow, Drew, can you believe the Earth has gone all the way around the sun and that whole time we were doing Morning Scone? Wow. Well, Drew's super impressed with our milestone, so that's cool. How y'all doing today? Clearly LSU baseball is never going to win another game, so that's disappointing. Basketball's heading up to Washington, D.C. Got to talk to Tony Benford yesterday. Good stuff. So what do y'all want to talk? Anniversary edition. Let's just kick up our feet and have some fun. Elevator. Oh, Albertsons. Yes. Alexander's. That's also a place. Correct. Let's see. Stephen Miller. What's up, man? Joe Juba. Happy anniversary, Morning Scone. Good morning. Good morning indeed, Stephen Miller. Good morning. Mike Sylvester, what's up? Ronnie Dugas, Sam Dixon, Chad Dupuy. How's everybody doing this morning? Hope y'all doing well. What y'all want to talk about? Scott Bork, Cassidy Russo, Nick Torino. What's up, Pops? Good morning. Joey Painich, Josh Long. Hey, everybody. Terry Richard. I'm going to hit the share. It's anniversary edition. Come on, you got to hit the share, right? You're one of those people who watch every day, but you've never actually hit the share button. Today, you're obligated. Because if you don't, the Drew is going to be really sad. He's going to be just terribly sad. See? All right, you're all done. See what happens? See what happens when you don't hit the share button? Almost done. Yep. And you're free. Off you go. You're free. See ya. See you later. Okay, all done. He's free. He's just sitting right there on the floor, actually. Check him. Yep, sitting right there on the floor with a blanket. Hey, baby. Okay. So again, anniversary edition. Making Drew upset if you don't hit the share. So, and if you don't like Brock's page on that, he's singing happy birthday. See, he's excited about the anniversary. You got to be all in, guys and gals. Got to be all in. Terry Richard, happy Scone-iversary. I like it, Megan. Very nice. Jacob Castellaw, what's going on? Matthew Rogelio. I do think it's funny, a little. Joe Juba. Congrats, Matt and Drew. I've been congratulated on doing a Facebook Live show every day. But I like it. I'm fired up. It's been a great part of my days, and hopefully it has been for you, too. Tyler Hales, Colby Hester. What's up, everybody? What y'all want to do? Pete Giardino, what a year. If you got a Mike Sylvester, great part of my morning. Thanks, Matt. Mine, too. Thank you, Matt.
Elmo, happy birthday.
Elmo, happy birthday. Hey, listen, you will see Elmo, happy birthday after your nap, and you can watch it on Mommy's phone.
Elmo, happy birthday.
Elmo, happy birthday. Yep, you got it. Scott Bork, LSU baseball with this emoji. You know, I
go find my cat.
Yeah, for sure, dude. I'll take you there later. I know none of y'all want to hear me do my spiel on baseball. I know y'all don't. Midweek games, and they play a lot, and the offense will come around. Look, last night was hideous, man. Would they have 2 hits? Four hits? Whatever. I mean, they tried to get mount a little rally there in the 8th and the 9th. They got some guys on base and couldn't come through. All right, sucks. I would have loved to have seen them go out and hit the ball better. For sure. One of the encouraging things, honestly, if you're doing the ledger of pros and cons, the fact that you need, like, yesterday, so I do a hit every day on Eagle 98.1 with Michelle Southern. It airs at 4:20. And so I go record it before AFR with Michelle, and then she airs it at 4:20. It's 2.5, 3 minutes, just riffing on sports or whatever. And I mentioned yesterday at the end of my report, I was like, well, both teams are gotta go that whole staff approach as they just try to save arms for this weekend, a short week for LSU. This could be one of those 20-15 type games. 2-0. And nobody did nothing offensively. So I guess if there's a positive, it's you got McHale allowed a few guys on base. Clay Moffitt was really good. Aaron George was good. They were all good. I mean, the pitchers LSU rolled out there, Beck did give him an inning. The pitchers they rolled out there did okay. Will Ripple got out there again. So that was encouraging. I think you've on the mound, your guys have figured out whatever ailed them in the first month. Now you got to turn the attention offensively, for sure. I mean, it's one thing to go get stymied by guys that are going to be first-round draft picks in Athens, on the road. It's another at home against McNeese to muster two. Was it 2 hits or 4 hits? I don't even remember. No runs on 4 hits. Well, anyway, it's got to be better. Drew isn't Josh. Drew would like the show to now include his name in the title since he helped make the show. That's true. What would I do? Morning Scone and Drew? I guess I could do that. Fine by me. Hey, Dawn, good morning. Sam Bacon, morning, Matt and Drew. Baseball gets shut up by my niece. Edo sees the offense he always wanted. What a contradiction of realities, huh? Jesse Romero, good morning. Pete Giardino, come on, Dick. Did y'all hear yesterday? So, on Monday, Haldane made the montage of Jordy and T-Bob saying Dick Vitale's name, and they said Dick 51 times. And I don't know if y'all caught it, because we did it subtly yesterday on AFR, but Brian went and put the montage, which was 19 seconds, by the way. He put that montage in, he dropped it in a couple of songs, like Destiny's Child, Say My Name. It's like, so coming out of break, it was, say my name, when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you, why you running games? Say my name, say my dick. And we just, and hit the rejoin and just like completely played it as if nothing happened. And did the same thing for Eminem. My name is, hi, my name is what? My name is who? My name is Dicky. Anyway. It was funny, man. It was really, really, really good. If you missed it. I think did one maybe at 4:30 and one at like 5 or 4:45. And then when he introed Jordy, he went for years, as long as Jordy's done those practice reports on AFR, we pulled out, the Escape, the Pina Colada song, right? If you like Pina Colada, we took out Pina and put in Jordy. If you like Jordy Coladas, anyway. Well, we took out Jordy yesterday, put in the 19-second montage, Dick Vitale montage. I keep saying Dick Vitale montage instead of montage. Anyway, but you all know what I mean. It was funny. That's why I love radio. Like, you can't do that in TV. You certainly can't do that in news, but you can do that in sports radio, man. It's fun. People get it and they laugh, and it's like, that's what it's supposed to be. James Tyrone, what's up? Let's see. Chad Dupuy. I think you should grab the guitar and play us a tune. Oh, God, it is so out of tune. I'd have to tune it, man. Ask and you shall receive. B. Let's see. What do y'all want? That's enough. Drew ran away. Anyway. Little up tune. I just dropped my pick there. And I need a capo for that. Let's see. Josh Gravois. Let's see. Josh on Scone. It's your anniversary. Good morning. Robert special. Josh Gravois wants Robert to be a special guest. I thought about it, Josh. I did think about it. About trying to contact Robert for my Wheel of Fortune to make him a special guest today.
Robert.
But two things. Robert. Two things stopped me from doing that. One, I don't know that Drew would get it. Rower house. You want to go to Rower's house? I don't know that Drew would get it, right? Like, he's used to seeing, like, he knows the episode. I don't know if he saw Robert on a side-by-side screen that it would make sense to him, right? Like, I don't think he would know, he would make that connection. And number two, I just think Robert would be horribly awkward. I don't think that he's just a very awkward person. I don't think that he would get it. But maybe that's what would make it great. Anyway. All right, here we go. Back to your comments. Hey, Jason Darrensburg. Good morning. John Corbello. What's up, John Corbello? Jay Rochelle. What's up, man? Corey Ringe. The sky isn't falling, but it's disappointing the hitters are struggling against midweek guys from Southland Conference. You know what's interesting? Look at what LSU's done against their Southland opponents. They needed a rally in the 9th to walk, and then a walk-off in the 10th to beat Nichols. They lost to Northwestern State. And there's another one. Who else am I missing? They played another Southland team. I'm missing one. They played another Southland team. Anyway, point is, like, they haven't done nothing against Southland. I mean, break up the Southland. I mean, how about that? Anyway. Hey, Jerry Spurgeon. Good morning. AJ Holland. Base running. I don't get it. Broussard hits a ball behind the runner. Right field sacrifice fly. Runner doesn't tag. Still gets thrown at third. Oh, you're talking about Garza. That was... Yeah. Oh. Garza's not exactly fleet of foot, so I can understand him not trying to take third on that situation if he didn't feel like he could make it. It felt like the ball was deep enough for him to get to third. But yes, to be thrown out, it wasn't that he was thrown out. He was rounding the base and took too big of a turn and couldn't get back. Maybe some of that is just eagerness. Hasn't been on the base paths much this year. I don't know. Darren Aguilar. I understand midweek games don't matter, but the offense has to step up. I agree with that. An ace on a team like McNeese would be the 4th or 5th starter on an SEC team. I got it. I have it. Let's see. Let's see. So first of all, I don't like the ace from a Southland school would be the 4th or 5th starter from an SEC school. That's not always true. And sometimes if you get a a guy that's a 3 or 4 year guy who's crafty. He's been around a bunch. He knows how to pitch. Okay. The kid that they started last night, though, was, if I'm not mistaken, was a freshman. And he pitched well. And then the lefty they brought in was just threw LSU off balance. But I'm with you, man. They got to hit. You have to. Every team goes through lulls. I'm not freaking out about it. If they go through this weekend and the offensive output mirrors this last weekend in Athens, then you're going to start to go, all right, it's at some point you got to figure something out. Now, the schedule will lighten up. These weekends back-to-back are your 2 toughest of the year. Tough pitching staffs, both on the road, top 10 teams. There's no question. This is a short week series. There's no question that when you look at the schedule, this was the block that was the toughest. It's just not even debatable. So it's going to lighten up, and you're going to have your opportunity to string together some wins and some series wins and all that stuff. And like I mentioned, you had 24 conference games left. 24 conference. Like, yeah, it's all right. But you got to hit. I mean, you got to hit. Craig Schilling, congratulations, 365 days straight. And Craig, thank you for all the memes and the GIFs and everything you've done. It definitely adds to the presentation on social media. Stephen Miller, not concerned about the win-loss, but plate approach, was unable to get clutch hits. Garza getting thrown at third lets you know bad omen that that's on this team now. I don't know about bad omen. I don't buy into that. I just think Garza getting thrown at third, I just don't think that was smart from a guy who hasn't played a bunch this year. Like, you should be better. In the ninth, Garza got 2 fastballs with a runner on base, and I thought that was going to be his moment. And the first one he looked at, and it was called strike 1, and I'm almost certain the pitcher was thinking that, okay, I got him down. He's thinking I'm coming off speed. I'm going to blow a fastball by him again, and Garza was sitting on it. He fouled it back into the screen. That's one of those ones where if he's an inch higher up the ball, that one probably goes 400 feet off the scoreboard, and we're tied. But he just missed it, and then he struck out. So, happens. Everett email, good morning, Stephen Miller. The bad thing is, as bad as the offense is, there's not many reliable bullets on the bench. Now, that's true. But how many teams really have the luxury of having 3 or 4 guys on the bench that you can go to and say, hey, go grab a bat? If they were, they'd be playing. So, and I think, man, these are going fast. Justin Reyes, good morning. Name the show Morning Drew, created by Scone, sponsored by Brock. That's not a bad idea. I like, and I'll tell you something else that's happened to this lineup right now is, as great a story as Chris Reed is, he's come back down to earth now. He's hitting 270. You know, he's had some tough luck, right? So like the at bat in the 8th of game 2 at Georgia, he hits the soft liner up the middle that the guy just stabs moving to his right. He hit a ball yesterday that looked like it might get through the hole between first and second. Guy made a good play, ended the inning. Anyway, you know, ebbs and flows. They just, right now, they're really relying on the top of the order. And if the top of the order scuffles, the whole lineup scuffles. So I'll be interested if, and the other good thing is Garza caught the whole game last night. So if Garza's ready to catch and you can put that bat in the lineup, I think that helps. That's 1. 2, I'm not saying it's a cure-all, I think it helps. 2, when you get Gavin Dugas back, if he can hit when he comes back the way he was hitting at the beginning of the season, that becomes a viable option either at second base or at DH. So you could you could leave DiGiacomo at DH, and then you could theoretically have Dugas at second to replace Hughes, Broussard, which neither are hitting. So, yeah, maybe you got some options ahead. We'll see. Let's see. Irfan, offensive struggles are concerning. I still think we need a real hitting coach. I don't disagree that I'd love to see them go hire a top flight hitting coach. That's also not going to happen in the middle of the season. So, kind of got what you got right now. Nothing subtle about it. The Morning Scone with Drew and Matt. All right. Not bad. I think I should get top billing, though. Manager. I mean, come on. Stephen Beach, what's up? What about Dick's tweet last night? Oh, Vital tweeting about LSU. I mean, in fairness, like, he has talked about how much he likes LSU's team. He talked about that on the interview with Jordan and T-Bob. Some of the stuff that LSU fans are targeting with Vital right now are nitpicking every angle. Don't get me wrong. I'm not defending the guy, especially tweeting during the LSU game the other day about the FBI wiretaps. That's wholly unacceptable. But I didn't mind him talking about his book to raise money for cancer research. He wasn't going on and on and on the way some have made it sounded about his accomplishments, and he was providing context. He was illustrating his longevity to make the point about what's happening in the game. I didn't mind that at all, and he did mention that LSU as a team, he did praise them. He talked about him on the interview with Jordy and T-Bob, so I didn't mind it. What did the clown have to say last night? Let's see. Sam Dixon, one thing that's changed in a year, the national expectations for LSU football. If we surpass them again this season, we'll be pretty dang happy. That's true. Hey, Aunt Mary, good morning. Yeah, if they... the thing is, I think LSU is probably going to be favored. LSU's probably going to be favored in 11 games. We'll see. The Vegas win total has them at 9.5. So if they get to 10 in the regular season, go 10-2, I think a lot of people will be pleased with that. I guess it kind of depends on what the 10 are and what the 2 are. If one of the 10 is Alabama, I think people will be pleased. Let's see. Tyler Hills. Midweek games don't matter. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. I should learn Wonderwall. I like Walk Away in Anger, heard you say. That's a good Oasis song. What's another Oasis song? Wonderwall's good. Champagne Supernova. Anyway. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. Jeannie Yelverton, good morning. Shelly Melanson, what's up? Quick reminder, if y'all would, hit the share button. And please like Brock's page, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Great sponsor here on Morning Scone. We appreciate them tremendously. So if y'all have aches and pains and bumps and bruises or need for an orthopedist, any of these specialties, they got the best docs. They got all LSU's team docs, the Saints docs. I mean, they're the spot, man. Let's see. Today, every team in Major League Baseball has a chance to win it all, but mostly just the Red Sox, Yankees, and Astros. Yeah, I'd say so. There's some teams from the NL that I wouldn't be surprised if they won it. The Dodgers are back there again. The Cubs could get in the mix. I don't know if they have the pitching. We'll see. Maybe. Braves were a year early last year. Braves reminded me of the Astros a couple of years ago. Young, future MVPs. Got Gosman on the Braves. Braves wouldn't surprise me if they had a little bit of an uprising and got there. Jerry Spurgeon, free fall and dedicated to the LSU batting average. Nice. Eric Hart, what's up, man? Corey, the SEC all-time hits race is over. Duplantis trying to hit every ball over the fence has ruined him. That's an interesting point, Corey. That happened to Kramer in 2017, if you remember. Early in the season, Kramer hit a couple of jacks, and then it got to the point where he hit more fly ball outs than anybody on the team. And it was because he was trying to go yard every time he got a fastball. Instead of hitting a line drive in the gap or down the line, he was trying to elevate everything to get it over the wall. And he's not a power hitter, and you don't need him to be. That's not to say if he hits one on the line, it might carry over the wall if you really get all of it, which is great. But you're not asking that guy as your leadoff hitter to be a power hitter. And that hurt Kramer in 2017. They figured it out later. And I don't completely discard the fact that some of that's going on with Duplantis. The other part is Duplantis is hitting, well, now it's Reed, but anyway, he was hitting smack dab between Watson and Cabrera. And I think the 2-hole Watson seeing a lot of strikes, and I don't know that they were necessarily that Duplantis is necessarily getting great pitches to hit in every AB. And it's a little different when he was leading off or hitting second. But yeah, he's got to pick it up, man. There's no question they all do. Just don't let the band play while that's strumming. I was thinking about that, the Florida thing. That's true. But they played Won't Back Down, right? That's what Florida was playing when the LSU band played. My kid grabbed her guitar and is singing out. Cool. Very cool. Chuck Sanchez, Alexander, Pack, Lambert, Oswald, good morning. Matthew, I would have no idea who Robert was also. There you go. Well, if you've never seen, Robert is the guy who's on the Wheel of Fortune episode that Drew likes to watch, and he wins like $76,000. He wins every puzzle except one. And it was a Home Sweet Home page, and so it was all filled out except on page, it was the A and the E, so he gets the B, thinking Home Sweet Home base is what he was thinking. And he got that one wrong. But the other girl got it and won like $1,300, but Robert won everything else. Southeastern. That's who it was. Thank you, Shelley. That's the other Southland team they lost. They lost to Southeastern by 1. That's right. So they lost to Southeastern by 1. They lost at Northwestern State. They lost to McNeese, and they needed extras. They needed a rally in the 9th and then a walk-off in the 10th to beat Nichols. But Southland's giving LSU trouble this year, man. Some good teams. Tony Vaughn, they're going to turn around. No worries here. I'm with you, Tony. I'm like, what matters most, I get last night was hideous and not fun to watch, but what matters most is what you do in conference. They're 4-2 right now. You're pacing for 20 wins. This weekend's tough. I think they can win Game 3. I think LSU will be favored to win Game 3. You got to find a way to split the first 2. If you can split the first 2, I think you're going to win the series because I think LSU's going to win on Saturday. But they got to find a way to split the first 2. Jason Bourgeois, what's up? Brandon, and LSU plays Lamar April 23rd. More Southland, get ready, y'all. Drama. Hey, Uncle Mike, good morning. Jason Bourgeois, morning, Matt. I agree midweek games don't matter, but do you think it's time to take a deeper look at the hitting coach situation? Again, sure. I've been on record saying have the same intention with hiring a hitting coach as you did when you hired Alan Dunn. Your objective was, I'm going to get the best one in the country, and you did. And you went and got Alan Dunn, and he's stabilized you on the mound for almost a decade now. And great hire. Could do the same thing with the hitting coach situation. Sure, I'm there. I'm with you. Shelley, always have trouble with the off-speed pitchers, especially midweek games. And you know what else is tough? And this is not excuse making. Like, this is, talk to any of those guys, they'll tell you. When you play Georgia this weekend and you see 95, 96, 98, 95. Like, that's what you're seeing all weekend. And then you see fastballs topping out at 85 and off speed at 74. Yeah, it's a tough adjustment. It is. I'd like that. That's not an excuse to have 2 hits the whole damn game. At some point, you'd like to see the bats time it up. They just didn't do it last night. Hey, Dusty Revere, good morning. Shelby, Chris Keller, good morning. Shelby, sorry I'm late, guys. What did I miss? Shelby, you just missed about 30 minutes of people congratulating Morning Scone for making 1 year. Today's the 1 year anniversary, episode 365. You missed a lot of complaining about LSU's offense last night in baseball, and someone asked me to play the guitar, so I played a few chords from Free Falling. Kerry Hughes, what's up, man? I'm a Parkview alum, but in celebration of Drew and 1 year, you know what? You know what time it is. Cali High! Hey, but right on time, huh? Huh? Part 1? You want part 1 or you want Cali High? Part 1. Okay, part 1. Let's see part 1. Let's see part 1. Classical, baby. Part 1, part 1, part 1, part 1. Part 1, part 1, part 1. There you go, dude. All right, here we go. Let's see. Morning, Matt. I agree midweek games don't matter, but if things don't improve soon, don't you think it would be time to take a deeper look at the hitting coach situation? Oh, my God. Yes. Okay, I'll answer that for the 100th time. But it does always interest me how, and this might be every fan base. I just deal with LSU fans, but how collectively the fan base latches onto one thing. Like, right, it's the hitting coach. Before it was fire hobby. Now it's, you got to look at the hitting coach. In football, it's run pass. Basketball, it's why they blow leads. Well, I guess nobody cared about basketball for this year. But anyway, whatever. But yes, I do agree. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. And I think that's, and some might say it's a collective weakness of Paul Maderas to hire former players. But then I could look at Nolan Cain, who is a baller as the recruiting coordinator. I mean, I hope they never lose Nolan. I mean, you're going to lose him eventually, but Nolan's been awesome. Everything that you could have possibly wanted in a recruiting coordinator, Nolan just signed maybe the best class LSU's ever had. It's up there. Stephen Fool, tell Terrio to go shake Duplantis. I would like to see it. Man, look, y'all know how I feel. I'd love to see Terrio be the hitting coach. He's just not going to do it. I mean, I don't think people understand the hours when you talk about practice, games, the travel, and if you're a full-time staff member, you got to recruit and all that stuff. I don't think he's at a point in his life where he wants to do that. Like, if he could just show up at the yard every day and work on hitting, I think he'd do that. I don't think that opportunity's there. Hey, Deborah Todd, good morning. AJ Holland. He didn't throw down a second on those stolen bases. AJ, he did throw a guy out last night. They reviewed it, but he pegged a guy. Actually threw it backside of the bag, and Smith made a great job getting his glove around to make the tag. But he did throw out a guy last night. Tyler, midweek games. A chance for top-tier teams to make real-time adjustments before the weekend, along with a chance for small schools to get a resume win. Status quo for college baseball. That's true. Yet somehow, Tyler, after 40 years of this, people still overreact whenever they lose. I mean, it's crazy to me how I can tell you about, Vanderbilt losing a midweek game, and nobody cares. But when LSU loses a midweek game, they stink, and how can you lose those teams? And it's not because it's baseball, and that's the way it goes sometimes. And last night was ugly, no doubt. I wish they'd hit the ball better. Absolutely. I would have loved to have seen him get a little mojo going into this weekend. Didn't happen. See if they can get, now you got a tough challenge. You got to go get right against a top 5 ERA pitching staff in the country, albeit a team that did give up 15 runs on Sunday to Auburn. Charlie Cavell, Broussard hasn't been the same since his injury. True. Bianco looks like he's trying to do too much instead of doing what got him a scholarship at LSU. Bianco's overmatched right now. He's obviously got a good skill set, and he'll come around, but he's just overmatched right now. He can't hit pitching at this level. He's confused, and it's disappointing, but he ain't ready. And Broussard, God bless, man. Broussard needs to be ready for Imes. Throw the bat at the ball, or Chris Reed, throw the bat at the ball and put it where they aren't. Don't try to hit a line drive. Never hit the ball in the air, because the one asset Broussard has is his speed. Hit a ground ball to the left side of the infield. Make him field it, throw it, and somebody catch it. You got a better chance of getting on base doing that than you do hitting a lazy fly to the outfield. With Broussard, I'd almost treat him like Willie Mays Hayes. Every time you hit one in the air, you owe me 20 push-ups. That's... Anyway. Actually, I'm just hoping that Gavin Dugas comes back, can hit, and takes over at second base. I think that's the best option. Let's see. Andrew Brister, does the PI review mean that the Saints Nation protests work? I don't know that I'd attribute it to the protest, Andrew. I think I'd attribute it to the fact that it was a horrifically egregious miss, and the rest of the NFL looked and said, yeah, we can't do that. And there was enough conversation around it. I'll give Sean Payton a lot of credit for lobbying all the other coaches. Coaches unanimously, which never happens, coaches unanimously wanted a change, and credit, Mrs. Benson for lobbying the rest of the owners to vote it in. So if y'all missed it, there'll be a 1-year trial of a new rule in the NFL where pass interference will be reviewable even on no calls. And in the final 2 minutes will be booth reviewed. But essentially, if you want to throw the flag, challenge a no call on a PI, you can do it. And I think that's... Sean Payton actually yesterday pointed out one that went the Saints' way. Earlier in the season, they played Pittsburgh. And there was a PI call against Pittsburgh on Alvin Kamara in the end zone. Lullaby fast. And on review, after further review, it probably wouldn't have been PI. And if that went Pittsburgh's way, maybe Pittsburgh wins that game and they make the playoffs. So that's when it went against New Orleans. I'm sorry, it would have gone against New Orleans, right? So, I'm glad to see it. Y'all know how I feel. Get officials out of the game. Give me more robots and cameras and lasers and technology that works instead of officials that can be accused of bias that just have natural human error because they can't keep up with gigantic humans running with them side by side on the field. It's just impossible. Jackie Caruso, good morning. AJ Reed got hosed on a couple of play calls. Can't show emotion on a bad call or it's going to get worse. It's true. Frustrating night, I think, for everybody last night. Charlie, your interview with Tim V was great. His insight into Dickie V's insecurity was outstanding. Thank you, Charlie. He said, Tim, the best line of the interview was Dick Vitale is so insecure. He surpasses my own insecurity. Big guy. Okay. What are you doing? Mimi's car. Shelby, after Terrio said Dansby was going to win the MVP and hit 330, he goes and hits his second Oppo bomb in 2 days. Hashtag Terrio knows. Terrio does know a lot about hitting. I'll give him that. There's no doubt. But he's a goofball. Nathan Null, what's up? Bo Major, Sharon Turbin, Jean-Pierre, good morning. Craig Savoy, Mark Landry, what's up, everybody? Elevate and celebrate is a stupid mantra a lot of hitters have nowadays. Yeah. Lenny Moss, congrats on the first year in the books. Thanks, Lenny. Appreciate that. Charlie Gale, happy 1-year anniversary. Morning Scone, celebrating a year. So you know what you could do to celebrate a year. You can hit the share button. You can like the Brock page. More importantly, if you do have any injuries, maybe that elbow injury, shoulder pops out of socket, got some knee pain, you need that MRI or that X-ray, you got a broken bone, go see our friends at Brock. They'll help you out. Keith Rosenbach. Shelby. Dickie B calls it. It's a great Billy Madison reference. I'm proud of you. Kelly Hunt, what's up? Hey, Uncle Mike, thanks. Trey Dykes. Is this about to happen again? The Riot Radio Hour was so much fun yesterday. Is what about to happen again? Oh, the Dick Vitale thing. Oh, yeah. So yesterday during the Riot podcast, if you all missed it, go back and look at the 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge Facebook Live of it. During the we're recording the podcast live. Well, in the Facebook Live commentary, everybody that was watching started in on Dick Vitale, and it was just funny insults at Dick Vitale that became just this continuous stream. Like, Dick Vitale thinks gumbo is gross. You know what I mean? Like things that would be on a college game day sign. Like funny one-liners. The whole feed just became that. It was pretty funny. Let's see. You should share Morning Scone episode 1 today for nostalgia purposes. It's only on YouTube, but I'll go find it, Eric. Okay, not a bad idea. I'll go find it and I'll put it out there. And that would have been before we even did comments. I would have just been, it would have just been me talking on to the camera for about 9 or 10 minutes, and then I wonder what we talked about in episode 1. Okay, I'm gonna go look it up. I'm gonna do it when we're done here. Top 2/3 of the lineup were strikeout machines last night. Like how Broussard went deep in the count every at bat, put the ball in play every at bat. I'll give him that. At least he's putting the ball in play. Same with Beloso. Beloso doesn't strike out. That's why I like him in the lineup. Keep swinging and making contact. Eventually, good things are going to happen. I'm good with that. Jimmy and Terry Bourgeois. LSU needs a new hitting coach bad. It didn't take Mississippi State long to recover from the bad Andy scandal. Looks like old rival next door's back. Andy recruited well, man. That's... He didn't leave the cupboard bare, Let's see. Brady Beacom, good morning. Sean Pumphrey, the Ride podcast was fire yesterday. We also talked a lot on the podcast yesterday with Terrio about arm care. About basically Ryan's theory about why some of these LSU pitchers, or just pitchers in general, might have arm soreness, kind of going through the whole schedule and routine. It was interesting. If you're into that sort of stuff, you'll like it. Part 1. Okay, here we go. Part 1. All right, get close to the end here. About to wrap up episode 365. LSU fans latch on to one thing because they follow the filth they read on Tiger droppings. Probably some of that's true, Scott. I mean, it's most but the truth is, be it Tiger droppings or sports radio or the talking head shows or whatever, much of sports media does tend to be an echo chamber. It's true. It just is. I mean, a lot of people regurgitate takes and things that they hear on other shows, or they just rinse and repeat the same narrative. And that's not just an LSU thing. That's just in this culture. I know I live in it every day. That's why I've answered the hitting coach thing 100 times. When the truth is, nobody really knows for sure what they're working on, like what the hitting coach is doing. What do they have a collective approach and they're just not following it? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's working, y'all. Don't get me wrong, but there's this definitive mindset about things that's based in a portion of ignorance. We just don't know. Anyway, but I'm with you. Like, I would like to see them hire an experienced hitting coach. I would like to see that, yes. Trey Dykes, Hess will never be a starter. Oh, wait, we moved on from that one, hitting coach. There you go. Great point. Alvino, sorry I'm late. I was walking. Good on you, man. Keep us posted on your weight loss, Alvino. For those that missed it yesterday, Alvino said he's on a path. He wants to lose 80 pounds. So we'll cheer you on the way, man. Alvino, maybe you should let Drew knock the phone down for old time's sake. He doesn't do it anymore, man. I don't know why. He'll go stare at it, and he'll stand on that side of the camera, and he'll go look at the phone, but he won't knock it down anymore. You're fine, or they're not allowed to have consultants for baseball like they do in football. They can, but remember, those are off-field assistants. Like, you couldn't go work with hitters. Like, they could have guys that work with the coaches. You have, like, coaches that coach the coaches sort of thing. But you couldn't get on the field. So, Darren Pellegrin, what's up, man? How am I supposed to hit if I can't lift my arms? Another great Major League reference. God, what a good movie. And you know what does concern me about referencing Major League, because I do it often? That movie was released in 1989. It's been 30 years. There's a gigantic chunk of my audience that's never seen that movie. You know what I mean? Like, at some point, the references stop making sense. So, like, do I have to start watching, like, a more modern... Is there a more modern baseball movie that would make sense? I can see it now. The programmers wanted us to lose. That's why the robot don't make that call. The guy who built the robot is in Alabama. The robot factory is in Birmingham. That's pretty funny. Oh, God. Hey, Jeremy Aldridge, good morning. Shelby, where's the cake? Man, give me one, bro. Actually, I'm not eating. No cake. Thank you, though, man. Micah Richards, good morning. We're almost done. Jerry Spurgeon, birthday hat, sparkling stop, man. How do you go 30 years and not see Major League? Okay, good. Shelby, I'm 26, can quote it too. It's good. That's good to know. Hey, Lowell, good morning. Stephen Walzak, good morning. Watching Major League and Major League 2 are a prerequisite to watch Morning Scone. Or anything I do, because I quote Major League all the time. All right, y'all, we're at the end of the comments. That puts a button on episode 365. A sincere thanks to everybody who has watched over the last year, who's made us part of your morning. It's been a lot of fun for me to start my day this way each day, to get to introduce a lot of you all to Drew, and for all the support for him, certainly. He's loved it, and it's brought out a big part of his personality, too. So we appreciate y'all. Certainly appreciate Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Give them a shout-out. They're on Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge. Of course, they got their Livingston location as well in Walker. 5 locations in all, so check them out at Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. And they're tagged in this post, so if you would like the Brock page, Facebook page, that would be a huge help as well. All right, y'all have an awesome day. Appreciate y'all. We start year 2 mañana. Later. Oh, wait, let's go see Drew. Hey, Drew, you want to tell everybody bye?
Catherine.
You're going to see Catherine tomorrow. Hey, do you want to tell everybody bye? Drew, tell everybody bye. You want to say bye?
Bye.
Can you blow him a kiss? That's very sweet. All right, say bye, Morning Scone. Say bye, Morning Scone.
Bye, Marco.
Bye, Morning Scone. All right, everybody, have a good day.